Hello, and thank you for tuning into our Reid Health channel. My name is Sahil Fazam, and I'm a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine specializing in acupuncture here at Reid Health Integrative Medicine. What I would like to talk to you about today is fibromyalgia. Now, this is a really common condition, and it's actually becoming more common. In fact, probably 1 in 50 people will develop fibromyalgia, more in women than males, and generally between the ages of 25 and 55. Fibromyalgia basically means fibrous tissue. So fibro means fibrous tissue or muscle, my means muscle, and algia means pain or tenderness. So the common symptoms that one experiences having fibromyalgia is generally a lot of pain, chronic pain, and this could be all over the body. Chronic fatigue, so general feelings of lassitude and tiredness. A lot of abdominal issues, so bloating, distension and pain, irregular bowel habits, so constipation, diarrhea, and it alternates. But the primary symptom is pain, and there's a lot of discomfort for clients who experience fibromyalgia. Now, there's actually no real cause in Western knowledge or Western medicine as to why fibromyalgia becomes evident in the body. The reason why they think, or the current theory as to why they think fibromyalgia exists, is basically a sensitization problem where they feel that there's oversensitivity in the signals the brain receives. And generally, if there's miscommunication between sort of neuro pathways in the body, then pain can actually present. But that doesn't really explain much as to where it's really coming from and why does one have it in the first place. Traditional Chinese medicine, however, has been treating fibromyalgia for a long time, and as you would probably know, Chinese medicine has been around for about 2,000–3,000 years. There's a lot of great success with acupuncture primarily, but also herbal medicine and nutritional approach to treat someone with fibromyalgia. The same symptoms that we look at are quite different in the way we approach fibromyalgia treatment protocols in the form of Chinese medicine. The two main organs that we look at in assessing fibromyalgia is the liver and the spleen. Now, the liver and the spleen is probably nowhere near what Western physicians like GPs would look at, but I want to explain to you why we look at these organs in regards to what kind of aspects about these organs can actually inhibit or actually affect pain and the other symptoms we talked about. So the liver in Chinese medicine has a really important function of purifying your blood, but also that clean blood needs to be sent to muscles and tendons for them to be nourished. And if they're nourished, they're well developed and there shouldn't be any kind of contraction or spasm or pain. That's on the liver side of things. Now the spleen has a really important function of deriving the nutrients that the stomach gets from food and further transforming them, and then basically transporting them into your heart to make more blood so you can live and move forward in life. It's a little bit different to Western medical knowledge, but these two organs, liver and spleen, are quite important, and the interaction or the smooth interaction is quite important when someone has profound differences in actually getting results through treatments for fibromyalgia. Now, if the liver is stagnant or obstructed, that means not enough blood can flow out and go into the muscles and tendons, and therefore the muscles and tendons literally starve and they go into some kind of spasm or pain. So simply put, all we need to do is regulate the liver energy so we can get a smooth flow of the liver energy, which will in turn bring blood to an area where there is pain, and really give the better circulation so we can actually get rid of the pain by promoting blood flow into the muscle and tendons to disinhibit the spasm and the pain. That's coming from the liver. One of the spleen functions is one of the reasons why we look at the spleen in the first place is the fact that after getting nutrients from the food, it also sends nutrients out in your arms and your legs. So if there's not enough nutrients coming into your arms and legs, and obviously the torso, then they actually go into atrophy. So one becomes malnourished, or muscles and tendons become malnourished, and therefore in Chinese medicine perspective, diet is really important as well. In the approach to look at the spleen from Chinese medicine, normally a lot of cold and raw foods will injure the spleen's energy and therefore will have impacted the body in a way where not enough good warm nutrients from food can go into your arms and your legs to provide nourishment and warmth. The other thing that I would like to quickly talk about is emotions, because in Chinese medicine, the emotions are looked upon quite heavily. And one of the main ones that we like to look at when it comes to things like fibromyalgia is normally too much thinking, or in the nighttime, especially when one is trying to sleep and get some rest, but the mind keeps going around in circles and circles with too many thoughts. That's one area that we look at, but also something like anxiety, more in the form of suppression of the emotions that can cause anxiety. So if you start feeling your emotions, then you are able to be in a position to express them naturally. But if you don't know how to do that, or you've never done that before, what happens is you start to suppress your emotions inside, and over time, that causes a lot of friction. So an easy way to put it is the central nervous system is just running on constant energy, which is causing friction to actually create warmth in the body. And this warmth basically makes the blood a little bit hotter. And that's why in fibromyalgia, some of the pains that people feel is a burning sensation. That burning sensation is your body's way of trying to express your emotions. But if you cannot do that, you start to hold it inside, and over time the heart vibrates and starts to make your blood actually a little bit hotter while it's trying to circulate it in your body. So it's really important to look at the emotions with fibromyalgia, and acupuncture in particular is fantastic because it opens up certain channels and meridians that we look at, especially of the liver and the stomach and spleen, and we allow a free flow of energy and therefore free flow of blood circulation into your muscles and tendons in order to give them the nourishment they need in order for you to move and carry out your daily life and activities. So fibromyalgia, very responsive with Chinese medicine, in particular acupuncture. We can use herbal medicine as well as nutritional approach, depending on the case. Every case is different. And I myself always look at the emotions and how they impact the body, because I believe if you cannot express, then you only repress emotions. And most people aren't aware that they do that, which is the other problem. So my job as a doctor of Chinese medicine is to allow you to feel the emotions in a way in order for you to be able to naturally let them go and express them and get really the burden off the muscles and tendons, which is in spasm due to the fact that internally you're actually constricted. So I hope that is a little bit more knowledge of how we look at fibromyalgia from Chinese medicine. We can give a great amount of relief and also provide comfort when one is in discomfort, and along with all the other symptoms of abdominal issues and also bowel issues, and also sometimes even things like PMS for females and a lot of heavy period pain, which is also another common symptom. So if you have any questions, feel free to call us. We're in Melbourne, Australia on 039802 7000. Or you can visit our website at www.reidhealth, that's REID health.com.au. We have some articles there that might be able to help you. Otherwise, all our contact details are up there. So pick up the phone or shoot us an email, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Looking forward to seeing you. Until next time. Thank you.